Welcome back, guys. Another video today. Just finished working out. Currently it's around 9 a.m. and getting some breakfast in my stomach, but without further ado, I want to cover specifically the power of compound interest and how to use it to your favor and your advantage. Whether it's you want to start up your own business, whether it's you want to build a personal brand, whether it's you want to find a passion project you want to work on, how to use the power of compound interest in your favor, right? So for me specifically, been in the game, run my own ad agency. So we specifically help ecom brands go to 6 to 7 figures using paid traffic, specifically Facebook ads, but we are diversifying our methods of platforms. Due to that whole iOS 14 craziness, we're expanding our platforms as well. So if you are an ecom brand, you need help scaling you want to get to 6 to 7 figures, my business, my agency, we're the best at what we do, and we specifically help brands get to that level by our specific strategies. But that being said, right, I built up my agency, and the number one factor that has kept my agency going even when things aren't really happening right now for the business is just that concept of being consistent. So what do I mean by being consistent? How does that formulate into business? So like I said, compound interest, doing everything, doing daily actions day by day, and then after around 3 months, after 90 days, you see the results of those actions you did today. So I took this idea from a book called The Slight Edge, and it simply just talks about how if you look at it as if you do an action every single day and then look at the growth after 365 days or a year, you're going to see so much progress. So think about it. If you read 10 pages of a book every single day before you go to bed or right when you wake up, after 365 days, you would have read way more books than the average person, because I believe the average person reads around like 1 or 2 books a year. So it's the concept of knowing what you need to do, having a routine about it, and then just completing those actions day by day by day. Really, there's no secret sauce to it. There's really no little magic trick. All it is just doing the same thing over and over and over again until you get results. So as human beings, especially when we're first starting out, we tend to overcomplicate and create a lot of false narratives in our head on reasons why we can't get started or reasons why we're struggling. It's normal, and in time you just need to learn how to block out all that noise and really just focus in on what's really moving your business forward. And another tip is, when you get started, don't get started because you want money. You really don't want to chase money. The way you get money is by attracting money, and the way you attract money is by doing the things you need to do every single day. So a lot of people have that false narrative. The reason why a lot of people want to start businesses and the reason why they fail is because they view it as a get-rich-quick type of scheme. And no, if you want to build a successful business, it's going to take a lot of time where nothing's happening for you. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice, and it's going to take a lot of attention from you in order to build out a business. But at the end of the day, what are you willing to sacrifice for financial freedom? Because I know for me and my personal beliefs that working a 9 to 5 till I'm 40 or till I'm like 50 and retire, that is not what I want for my life. I want to not work ever again at the age of, I want to quit my job right now at 19, and then I never want to work again. I only want to work for my own self. So that's the way I view it. A little tip there, just be consistent and don't overcomplicate things. So if you want to take some massive action steps right now and you want to figure out, oh crap, I want to start my own service-based business, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do. My advice would be, because I was in a similar situation a year ago, didn't know what I wanted, didn't know how to get started. Simply, I just looked up a lot of free content on YouTube. I looked at all the other ad agency owners in the space as me, and then just followed all their content, saved up some money, made my first initial investment to a course. After investing in a course, investing into mentorship. I think mentorship, if you have the capital to invest into mentorship, you should do that right away, because there's really no chances of you failing if you have the right coach and you have the right mentor involved, because they're with you side by side, walking you through the problems you're facing inside your actual business, and it's more tailored to you. So straight away, if you do have capital, invest into mentorship. That will save you so much time, because it's going to get you to that next level quicker, because you're learning, or you're going through this process with somebody that's already done it. So that's my process. That's the way I went about it when I first got started. But I mean, you just need to take action. You need to figure out what type of niche. If it's specifically service-based business, you got to figure out your niche. What specifically do you want to offer? How do you want to go about that offer? You need to build a team around it, and then you need to figure out a way to post in whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's I don't recommend cold calling. I don't recommend cold emailing as well. I just recommend building a brand on either YouTube, building a personal brand on Facebook, building a brand on a different platform where you can make a couple posts. You get people to like those posts and then follow you and then ask about your service. I recommend doing that because I use Facebook groups. I make posts in those groups, and then that's how I get my clientele. But like I said, those are generally the spaces at which the sectors you need to invest in. If you have money to invest in mentorship, do that right away, because it's just going to save you so much time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this here because I don't want to go on a tangent. I don't want to ramble a lot, but I want to keep it simple, short and sweet, and straight to the point for you guys, so I'm not wasting your guys' time. But comment down below if you have any questions. I want to know where you guys are at. I want to see if I can offer maybe some 2 cents on specifically where you're at. So if you have any questions, comment them down below. I remember I don't really remember the questions I had for myself as a beginner, because it was just typically like technical questions, but I can cover some mindset stuff as well, because I feel like not a lot of people are talking about mindset when it comes to business, because if you don't have the right mindset, then you can't operate a business as successful as possible, because you got limiting beliefs that you need to work on. So I can cover some mindset stuff as well, because mindset is a huge one that I have a lot of time, and I think about mindset as well a lot, because if you don't have the right mindset, I mean, this can make or break a business. And when you're first starting out, you need to have the right mindset in order to be successful in this game, because it's long, it's hard, and a lot of people aren't showing the behind the scenes when nothing's really happening for them and nothing's really moving in the right direction for them. And then 9 times out of 10, a lot of people just get complacent, they get disinterested, and then they just quit. But for me on my end, I'm in a spot where nothing's really happening for me right now. Business is pretty slow, but I'm building out. I'm running paid traffic right now, learning how to operate that. Once I lock in on that, I mean, the business is going to skyrocket, because it's paid traffic, and it's going to allow me to get consistent meetings, consistent sales calls. Because for me primarily, right, if I can get 3 to 4 meetings a day, and then let's say I have a closing rate of 25%, so out of every 4 calls I'm closing 1 deal, our offers at a minimum of $3,000. And then think about it, bring on 4 clients in 1 month, that's around 12K right there in the bank, and then that'll put me at over 10 figures, or actually it put me over 6 figures, as they should say. And then it's gonna 6 figures per month, so by the end of the year I'll be able to have 6 figures. So to a T, that's the way I break it down. That's what I need to push me to that next step. But it's a work in progress, and time is basically the equalizer in this game. You just have to be patient. Be impatient to start, be impatient to get knowledge, but also be patient enough to wait when you're doing the right processes in your business, right? So don't overcomplicate it, guys. Keep it super simple. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll do my best to respond to them, and I want to help you guys as much as possible. Give me some feedback. What are you guys at? Are you running your own business? Are you struggling in your own business? Do you want to scale to 6 figures? What's your financial goal? For me personally, like I said, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 at the age of 20. I'm 19 right now, so I'm trying to quit my 9 to 5 job. I want this business to go up and running so I can have financial freedom when I'm 19. Just imagine how cool that would be. And then goal I have for myself personally is I want to retire my own parents in 2 years. That's a goal I want to get at. And then, yeah, so comment that down below, guys. Give me some information about where you're at, and more content on the way. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna go lock in on this personal content, and I want to take it to the next level, so I'll be posting a lot more.